Welcome to RNS Podcast. My name's Dylan.
And I'm Evan.
What?
My name's Evan.
Get in the flask. Click subscribe. Click subscribe.
Yeah, do it.
And click like if you don't mind. But more importantly, please kick back, enjoy the episode. We're going to talk about Little Nicky.
We are.
Right, Evan?
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been told. That's what my lawyer told me.
Okay, that's what your lawyer disclosed to you.
Yeah, so.
In private. Now we can openly discuss that. Is there anything you want to talk about before we get into this great Sandler-Tember Part 2?
Yeah, there is something.
Oh.
Today is 9/11.
Oh.
Never forget. But more importantly than 9/11, was 2 days ago, it was Adam Sandler's birthday.
Yeah, it was. So, happy birthday, Adam. It's your month. It's your birth month. And we love you. This would not be possible without you.
Yeah, we literally would not be doing Adam Sandler-Tember without your birthday.
No, so that's fucking insane. And
we would not be watching this movie if you were never born.
No, so thank God for Adam, and thank God for the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I watched it last night. I watched it at like 2 a.m. And, it was the morning hours of 9/11, and on the poster, you can see the Twin Towers in the back.
Well, that's just disturbing.
It is, isn't it?
Well, that's just crazy.
So there you go.
Yeah. 9/11 affected a lot of things, didn't it?
Didn't it? Yeah.
Did it not?
Yeah. A whole year before this film was released.
I just squeezed it right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to get into the movie now?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay.
I'm ready.
Basically, real quick.
Quick.
We'll get more into it, but basically this movie is about the son of the devil.
Of course. One of the sons.
One of the sons of the devil, but Evan, I said very quickly, did I not?
Oh, yeah.
It's about the son of the devil. He's a bit quirky, and he is tasked with saving his father and hell and the balance of good and evil.
The balance of good and evil.
Within our world. Is that
balance?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The balance of good and evil.
Oh, yeah.
Must Little Nicky save.
Yeah. Now, they mentioned that, a few times,
Yeah.
Hell is necessary. Evil is necessary. And, so is good. So is everything. And this movie's about fucking karma. It's about fucking beautiful things.
I agree.
Yeah, and this movie can help you, better yourself, better your life.
Probably.
Yeah, if you watch it. It's on Netflix, by the way. I think both of us watched it on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. I think most of his movies are on Netflix. Because he had that deal with Netflix or whatever.
Would make sense.
Yeah.
So thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Netflix.
Thank you, Netflix, no less. So yes, great, Little Nicky. I had very low expectations, or at least pretty low expectations. And I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I loved this movie.
You loved it?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing.
I mean...
I thought it was funny as fuck.
It was pretty funny.
And, I like the whole vibe. I like the plot, obviously. I like the hell stuff. I don't know. I just thought it was a great movie.
I really like Nicky in general.
Yeah, he is funny as fuck.
It's just a really funny character. And one thing I really like about it, too, is, like, I always knew he was kind of weirdly, like, mentally handicapped.
Yeah.
But the fact that they, like, just, like, explain it away in, like, one line that, like, his brother, like, hit him in the face with a shovel.
Well, he got hit in the face with a shovel at the end of the movie. And that's what made his face normal again.
Yeah.
That's at the end by his beautiful wife, Valerie.
No, but that's his origin story for why he talks like that. And why.
No, that fixes his face. The shovel is... She hits him with a shovel at the beginning. I mean, at the end. I think they hit him with something else. I don't remember what.
No, it's a shovel.
Was it a shovel?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, he got hit in the face with a shovel twice.
Well, yeah, I don't know the actor's name.
And it did it, and then it undone it.
But it's the black brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's
the guy from Friday.
Is he from Friday?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't really recognize him.
Oh, he says some other shit too.
Is the other son of the devil, and he explains, and he's like, remember at the basketball game, he's like, oh, you want me to hit you in the face with a shovel again? Mm-hmm. Or like some shit, like,
Oh, okay. So I remember at the end, he got hit in the face with a shovel again, and that fixed him. Yeah. So, okay, he got hit in the face with a shovel twice then.
Yeah. But that's his origin story, and I always thought it was funny the way he talks. I guess Adam Sandler was just like, this is how a demon talks.
I think he just wanted to make him, like, he wanted to be Satan's retarded son.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it was supposed to be like, it's supposed to sound like a introverted, like, goth kid kind of voice.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, well, if this is how demons sound, like, why don't they all sound like this?
He sounds like one of the special ed kids from South Park.
Yeah, and he sounds awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. I love his voice. Evan sent me it made me laugh really hard earlier. You sent me a voice message earlier that was like you doing like the, get in the flask. That was so funny. That's so fucking funny.
Let's see, can I do it?
Wait, let me, do it real nice and quiet into the mic there.
Get in the flask.
No, yeah, that shit, like, the first part of the movie where he's, like, meekly just, like, asking random people to, like, get in the flask. That's so funny. Get in the flask.
Yeah, for those of you with no context, if you have not seen this movie, watch it. But if you have not seen it, so when he comes to Earth to try and get his brothers who are running amok and, ruining the balance of good and evil.
Oh, yeah.
His father gives him a flask to suck in his demon brother to bring them back to hell. And of course, they can disguise as any fucking
they can possess
person.
anyone.
Yeah, they can possess anyone. So he doesn't know where they could be, so he just starts asking anybody like to get in the fucking flask.
Get in the flask.
Yeah.
Classic.
It was classic. I liked it.
But yeah, his brothers escape hell. And as a result, for whatever reason, this is one of the weakest parts of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that important, but it is pretty weak to me. For some reason, his two brothers leaving at the same time makes his dad start to deteriorate. Like, it doesn't really make any sense, but it's like, whatever. Like, he has to bring his brothers back and save hell. Like, that's all or save his dad. That's all that really matters.
One of the brothers is the fucking lizard.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
From the Amazing Spider. I don't know how you say his fucking name. Some British ass name.
Oh, well, that's not important. But
I thought that was funny. I was like, that's the fucking lizard.
He was good in this.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Everyone was great in this.
Oh, everyone was great in it. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I liked it.
So where do you want to start, Evan? Or truly start? What do you want us to talk about?
Well, I liked Little Nicky's introduction. Like you said, he kind of like he wanted to make it like a meek, like, goth kid.
Yeah.
And then his introduction is like in his room, like listening to Van Halen, and he got like the Ozzy Osbourne posters and stuff like that all over. And of course, he has like the shitty emo haircut.
Honestly, this is nuts. Fucking hell looks really good. Right?
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
I thought it looked really good.
They gave him a big budget.
For like an Adam Sandler comedy? I was like, damn, hell looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to go there.
Like when they zoom in, because there's an establishing shot where you're talking about like they go into his room.
Yeah.
And they like push in on this giant like hell cathedral like that the like hell family lives in, the devil family. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it looks fantastic. And not all the effects are great.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, the effects are pretty good.
They're not bad. Like, they're not bad.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say the costumes, some of the costumes, like the werewolf demon guy, that looks like shit. That does look like shit, but most of the effects...
The one who's obsessed with the guy who had tits on his head.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was like some Hellraiser shit, you know?
Yeah, it was.
It's like a mix of like pleasure and pain.
I would say it was even scarier than Hellraiser.
Well, it was definitely more, at least, like, thoughtful and like...
I would agree, yeah. I feel more like that's what you would see if you went to hell.
Yeah, it was more realistic,
like
and it was more, like, poetic.
I agree.
Yeah. It was funny. You know Rodney Dangerfield.
I like your brassiere.
I like your brassiere.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield was in Grandfather.
No, and I like when, right after he first puts the tits on his head, like, the devil, I don't remember, he speaks out of turn or something. Oh, it's the guy that lets the brothers escape.
Yeah.
So, one of the demons that guards the gate lets the brothers get through. And then, since the devil's disappointed, he curses him by putting tits on his head. And then Rodney Dangerfield plays classic Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
I get no respect, you know what I'm talking
He says it in the movie.
He does, and that was like the worst part of the whole movie.
No, that was funny.
It didn't make any sense in the context. But anyways.
Because he says, I still can't get no respect.
He's like, I still can't get no respect.
It was breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, because it's like, you've always been in hell. Because you made hell.
Yeah.
So, didn't really make sense. But yeah, he puts the tits on his head, and then Rodney Dangerfield's like, can I take him back to my room?
Yeah. That was funny.
That was funny. He had a few pretty funny lines.
He did.
You know? He's kind of barely in there. Yeah. Barely in the movie, but it was funny. Just being like, when the devil was like, oh, my dad's coming. and then like it just cuts to Rodney Dangerfield walking out. That was just funny on its own.
And he is the original Lucifer.
Oh
in
yeah.
the film.
Oh yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I think he was.
It's
like, the
weird
very first.
because this movie is not entirely in line with like typical Christian canon. Because
oh really?
Yeah, there's no Lucifer.
No, he is Lucifer.
He's the devil.
No, Rodney Dangerfield actually is Lucifer. That's
is there
what
a
they call
credit?
him. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
And they call him Lucifer, and his credit is Lucifer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it does line up then. But I found it weird that, like, there's no acknowledgement that he was an angel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They never acknowledged the fact that the devil was once an angel in the movie, which is weird.
Well, I don't know. It's like, are you going to get into the whole shebang?
I mean, no, but, like, the fact that there are angels and demons, and there's no acknowledgement of the fact that they are...
But they acknowledge that there's a mixer, so...
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. What's the devil's name? The actor?
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel, right?
Yeah, classic Harvey Keitel. That's hilarious.
Classic. He's good in this one.
Yeah, he was good in it.
He didn't have a whole lot of huge funny parts.
Well, his body was like fucking falling apart.
Yeah, he didn't really do much. But I don't know. Really, Nicky is the great.
Yeah.
The great focus.
Well, I liked all the side characters too. Like I like Beefy the dog. I liked the gay roommate.
Beefy was good.
The gay roommate was really funny to me.
Was he gay?
Yeah.
They were just making fun of him, I thought.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was gay. And then the Kevin Spacey thing, I feel like that confirmed it.
Well, that was not this film is from 1999, Evan. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, like we all know in Hollywood, it was like an inside thing. Like everybody knew Kevin Spacey went gay.
I guess.
I mean, you know, Family Guy, they had that too.
Yeah, they did.
Well, that was even beyond the gay thing. That was like that went into the whole. Like,
that was a cold call you out for being a pedophile joke. Yeah, because Stewie was like, "Nah, I just got out of Kevin Spacey's basement or whatever," you know. That's not how Stewie sounds, but
yeah,
you get the idea.
That counts.
You get the idea. But yeah, the Kevin Spacey line. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, fuck that guy anyways. The roadie guys were really funny.
Yeah, they were.
They were great.
I thought all the side characters were really funny. All the
Yeah, they were good.
The human people.
It was weird to me though. Speaking of the side characters, right? Like the love interest. Mm-hmm. That did not this doesn't make sense.
Well, what do you mean?
Why are they in love? They should not
be. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. It's not actually an issue I had with the movie really, because it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like when she's like, "Oh, I love you too, Nicky," it's like, bitch, really? Like,
I thought it was fine. You know, she's a bit quirky. She don't have any friends, and he's a bit of a weirdo. So you know, it kind of worked.
Yeah,
I think
that's all right.
Yeah,
you're living vicariously through Adam.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I am the retarded son of Satan. So, you know.
But I love just Nicky's look in the movie. Is very funny.
Yeah.
It's funny visually, because I remember I have seen the DVD cover. I've never seen this movie. I have seen the DVD cover. And it's like a funny juxtaposition, and it also serves to make Adam Sandler look more childish. Mm-hmm. So it kind of conveys, like, oh, he's a child. Yeah. But it's also another joke about, like, the demons are used to being hot in hell.
Yeah.
So they want to be, they want to stay warm.
Yeah.
Even in other...
So, yeah, if you don't know, he wears, like, a big, like... snow jacket and like
a big bright blue snow jacket with yellow mittens and like a yellow earmuffs or whatever, and it's just a really funny look mixed with like the emo hair and Adam Sandler's like stupid face, and then in hell he has like a cape and shit, and like does he have a cape? Not like a cape, but it's like I don't know what you would call it, but he's like emo kid type shit. Hell, you know what I mean? Goth kid outfit, which is awesome. So that juxtaposition is pretty funny as well. Like, it goes from that to kind of... And I like and they're both a bit childish, like you said. So one thing I really like, too, about it is that he doesn't care. Well, what do you mean? Like, not Adam Sandler. Nicky doesn't seem... Adam Sandler. No, Nicky. He fully disappears into the role. But it's a bit like Adam Sandler, how Adam Sandler himself does not care about his wardrobe in public. One could argue that he doesn't need to, because he stays dripped out. Of course. Yeah. But he, Nicky, you could argue that about Nicky. I like that he doesn't care about that he's wearing like this childish like puffed coat and everything, even though he is like an emo kid. I don't know why, but I like that there's no joke about him being like, oh, I have to wear this like. Well, I think because he doesn't even know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like his like. You know, he's not all there.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he just kind of does what he has to.
Yeah.
One thing I really like too is, so we mentioned his Steven brothers. You know, they escape, and then Nicky is now tasked with going to retrieve them from the real world. Mm-hmm. I really like the first few deaths. Like, those gags are pretty funny.
Yeah. When he first kind of like getting adjusted to Earth because he doesn't know anything.
Exactly. So it's very easy for him to die.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny, and you know, like
for some reason all the deaths are by fucking vehicular.
Or something.
And that's like a constant throughout the whole thing. Even
are they all?
Like almost all of them are from like vehicular deaths.
Don't they kill?
Besides him getting drowned in the bathtub, but almost all of them.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. That's when he says, "I hate you, Kevin Spacey."
Yeah. That's disturbing. I don't want to know no more about that. I don't want to think about what Adam knows.
Oh, well.
Yeah. That I don't know.
I don't think he knows it. Like, I think it was just like, oh, because he's a gay actor who doesn't get any roles, so Kevin Spacey takes all his roles. That was the joke.
Yeah, I guess. Disturbing nonetheless.
Oh, I guess.
Disturbing nonetheless. But yeah, I really like those side characters, the mosh pit, like, not mosh pit, I don't know what the fuck to call them, like the roadie,
the guys who love guys. Yeah, they're not really grunge, they're like metalheads.
Yeah, they're metalheads. But yeah, they were pretty awesome, and I like how they immediately like were fascinated by Nicky, and they immediately like not liked him, and they don't care that he's like, you know, R-word.
We already said it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they don't care that he's like R-worded, and they just think it's cool that he's the son of the devil. Like, that's all that really matters to them. I thought that was kind of awesome. And then they like warned him when his classic flask got stolen, and yeah, that was pretty iconic. And I like how you think, at least I thought for a second, I was like, oh, they actually are gonna betray him, you know. But they're not. They're good guys.
I actually thought that too towards the end, because they were like, oh, it's like a more competent Satan fucking guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like maybe they are willing to. They think
he's even cooler, yeah.
Yeah. But no, fuck you. They like Nicky.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's badass.
It was badass, yeah.
I like how Adam Sandler threw, what's his name, Fonzie a bone.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Henry Winkler.
Yeah, he's like, Henry Winkler, you want to check?
Or Winkler, whatever his name is.
Yeah. That's nice of him.
No, but they actually put bees on him, so.
IRL?
Yeah, so.
Well, yeah, if you don't know, yeah, he does get fucking brutalized by a million bees. Twice, yeah. Yeah, that's messed up.
But like we were saying about the deaths or whatever, and him adjusting the wall. Another funny part to me, of course, is like when he's getting adjusted, like him like learning how to sleep. I guess he didn't sleep in hell, but when
you don't have to eat or sleep in hell.
Yeah. So when they come to Earth, it's like Jesus, I guess. Like, you know, they assume like a mortal form.
Yeah.
Kind of, even though they can still possess people. But anyway, so like he learns how to eat, and it's like he loves fucking Popeye chicken.
That's another line you sent me. You're like, I fucking love Popeye's chicken.
He says that this fucking awesome. This fucking awesome. And then when he eats the Popeyes.
Imagine how uncomfortable old Adam Sandler was wearing like that big coat and like eating hot chicken. Well, it probably wasn't really hot.
Well, he's a method actor.
And he probably spit it back out into a bucket.
No, he did. He
was like, yeah, get that piping hot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wear 3 more layers under this.
Yeah, he had to
really getting into character.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
You know Adam Sandler is a great actor.
What's the dog's name again?
Beefy.
Yeah, Beefy was funny.
Yeah.
And I like how they don't explain him at all.
Well, yeah, they kind of he's
a little backstory.
He's just on Earth.
Yeah, he's just like a demon on Earth. And I like that he's like, yeah, I'm an old friend of your father's. And he blew all the money he was supposed to give to Nicky
on the strip club.
And I really like how he's just like, oh, and we're just to assume like, I don't know, it makes this random dog character kind of badass.
Yeah,
because he's just like, oh yeah, I'm an old friend of your dad's, like, and they don't really explain it. I don't know.
He's a hellhound.
I like, yeah,
it's like Lost Boys.
That's kind of the idea I got. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and he kind of shows him the ropes, if you will,
of humanity.
He's the one who introduces him to Popeye chicken.
And what a deed it was.
Yeah. And of course tells him to sleep.
Yeah.
And I thought that gag was funny too, him sleeping on the heater.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like speaking in tongues in his fucking sleep.
And then the
like,
roommate comes out.
Yeah, he's speaking like demon talk.
Yeah, he talks in his sleep in a crazy demon voice.
He's like,
You do a pretty good Adam Sandler, you know.
Only as Little Nicky.
Only you do a pretty good Little Nicky impression.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I can't do Adam outside of that.
But yeah, that's a gag I've never seen before. It's like a simple joke, like about them like wanting to stay warm, because they do that a few times with.
Yeah,
the
that's
brothers.
interesting. I feel like I don't really see that like with demons or.
It's a very like 2000s comedy idea.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't come from too much other places.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
It was cool.
It's cool. Cause yeah, you see like they possess like a preacher. And he's, like, telling everyone that they should sin or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you pan down and he's barefoot standing on, like, a waffle iron. That was pretty funny.
And then, the mayor or whatever, he's possessed by the other brother. And he has, like, the aluminum on his feet.
Yeah. That scene was good.
It was. Yeah, they're just telling everybody to sin.
So their goal, the brothers, are to raise hell on Earth.
Yeah.
And so they want to go out and convince people, like, oh, yeah, like, heaven and hell, like, who cares? Like, it's not real. So they possess, like, the mayor and the was it like a deacon or something?
Yeah, something like
yeah,
like
in this big
a priest, something
giant
like that,
full church.
Yeah.
Where they basically convince the entire city like to be evil, and I can't remember any of the exact lines of dialogue, but that scene was really funny.
It was.
Do you remember anything like the priest says?
Well, he tells him like he tells like the mother he tells the father like the couple. He tells like, oh yeah, you're not actually the father. Like, your best friend fucked your wife and got her pregnant.
Yeah, because people are like raising their hands, like, oh, what about this?
Yeah.
And he's like, your wife cheated on you, like blah blah blah, you know.
And I forgot what else, but basically, it's legit is like he's just telling everybody just to sin and shit.
But I like at first that he doesn't outright come out and say like, worship Satan. Like, like the first thing he said, he's like, he kind of like questions it.
Yeah.
He's like, do we really need to be doing this?
Yeah.
Like, you know. I really like that.
You had to warm him up.
I like that. And then, like, the brother is, like, planted in the audience as the mayor.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Like, I agree.
Yeah, and then after that, they, like, make the legal drinking age 10.
Yeah. When the news occasionally comes back on and, like, kind of tells you how bad the city's doing. That was really funny.
And I thought it was disturbing after that, one of the brothers, the lizard one, he was like, that he loves stealing, like, the souls of children more than, like, I was like, that's disturbing.
Yeah, because what is he says, like, oh, an adult in hell is great, but a child, that's why I do this. I was like, oh my god.
That was evil.
Yeah, because that's the part where you see, like 3 kids walking out of a liquor store, like, right after they
it's out of a bar. It's out of a
bar, yeah. That was disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little disturbing.
They start puking.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or one of them does. He, like, pukes all over the street.
How do you feel about... Oh, yeah. This is, like, just, like, a... I didn't see where the movie was going. Remember when, he first moves in with the roommate, and he's, like, not supposed to drink his Cokes?
Yeah.
And then he takes one of the Cokes, and then, like, the dog... What's his name again?
Beefy.
That's such a gross name. But Beefy's trying to teach him, like, alchemy. And, like, how to use his demon powers. Yeah. And he's like, turn this Coke into, you know, you can turn it into horse pee, you can turn it into sludge, you can turn it into dirt. And then he accidentally turns it into Pepsi.
Yeah.
When he does that, I assume, like, it's gonna be like shit. Like, you know? It was Pepsi. Which is the same thing, am I right? Am I right? Am I right, Georgians?
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, and then the roommate drinks. He's like, it tastes like Pepsi. And he just kind of goes about his day after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he's like learning how to use his fucking demon powers. I guess he didn't learn in the thousands of years he was in hell.
No, he was just interested in like playing guitar.
Yeah. Air guitar.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like
Osborne.
In this movie, Satan's like a really good guy.
Like Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
He's a really good dad.
Yeah.
And, like, a good guy.
Yeah, because they're, like... He, like, punishes evil people.
Well, yeah,
he sticks a pineapple up Hitler's ass.
But he doesn't want to trick nobody. Like... And it's... One joke I liked. Fucking Dan Marino comes out.
Who the hell is Dan Marino?
He's like the ex-star quarterback for the Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah, I know. He doesn't like take it slow. He's like, no, he's like, you're like too good for this.
Yeah. He was like, you're throwing a lot away. Like you can no. And they make some joke at some other guy's expense about like, oh well, he took, and he was like, oh, he's a piece of shit, so I gave him the deal. It was like some other football player.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That was awesome. Adam Sandler likes Dan Marino.
But it was actually because he was a Jets fan, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, what kind of evil?
There's a little gray area. But it does imply that he, like, weighs the soul deals.
Yeah.
Like, pretty fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess not fairly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, he does weigh them. You
Yeah.
know? He doesn't just take anyone's soul for any reason. Which I appreciate. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And yeah, he's a good dad to Nicky.
Yeah, he loves Nicky. He loves sweet little Nicky.
And he loves sweet little Nicky.
Yeah. And the other sons are fucking assholes.
Oh, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they?
They aren't appreciative of their father's love.
No.
They just want the power.
They want to usurp him.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
It is messed up.
Yeah.
But they're demons. What do you expect?
Well, little Nicky's a nice guy. Well,
we find out though. So there's a bit. You get some backstory on that.
Oh, there's a lot of lore.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of lore in the Little Nicky universe.
Of course, he is. We find out by the end of the movie he's half angel.
Oh my gosh.
And Reese Witherspoon is his mother, even though she's like, at this point, she's probably like 10 years younger than him.
Well, angels don't age.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say they actually make a joke about that.
Yeah, angels don't age.
Well, neither do demons, but
I think they do.
They age to a certain point. I
think the demons do age because
well, Rodney Dangerfield, you're right.
Yeah. And then of course
they just take a long ass time to age.
I guess so. Yeah. Which is weird. Like, will the original Lucifer eventually die? Like,
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Huh. I guess you'd have to ask someone else. One joke I liked, Evan, that I want to mention, is like the devil, the current devil, is like, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And then Rodney Dangerfield is like, the last time you said you'd take care of it, the Renaissance happened.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I like a bit of historical humor.
Oh, you do?
That's pretty funny.
Then why don't you explain the joke first, Dylan?
Well, the Renaissance is a time where people were happy.
Oh.
And the devil don't like that. You know?
That makes sense.
They were a little too happy.
That makes sense.
You know? There has to be a balance between good and evil. You know?
Yeah.
And I like the idea that, like, the devil, like, hates the Renaissance. I don't know. That's pretty funny.
Lucifer hates it. The devil loves it.
Oh, maybe he was like, well, you know, let them have their little time.
So, yeah, maybe Harvey Keitel is a much more nice...
Yeah, maybe he's a more forgiving...
than Rodney Dangerfield was.
Well, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to see... You know one thing we don't see in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
We don't see God.
We don't. I was actually going to mention that.
So I did want to talk about that. What do you feel? Do you think that was like a I don't want to offend Christians kind of thing?
Not really.
Well, because the entire rest of the movie is pretty offensive to Christians, probably.
Yeah.
Right? So.
I guess. But then again, I don't know. This movie actually does remind me a lot of Dogma.
Me too.
And Dogma was actually before Little Nicky. I think, at least. I'm pretty sure it was before Little Nicky.
Those are around the same time.
Let's look it up.
I think Dogma might be 2001.
I think it was before Little Nicky. I'm going to guess like 98, 99. Let me see. I'll tell you in 1 second. It was 99.
Oh,
Little
99.
Nicky was 2000. Yeah.
Huh.
But Dogma actually did show God. Alanis Morissette was God.
Right.
And also Christians were famously offended at Dogma, so I don't know. Maybe because of that, Little Nicky took a different approach. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I did like Dogma, though. I did watch that one.
Yeah, Dogma is a good movie. I actually think Little Nicky's a little bit better, though.
Really?
Yeah, I do like.
Oh, shit. You really like Little Nicky, huh?
Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
We're going to be surprised by, maybe some other movies this week. Maybe we'll like those, too.
Which ones?
We'll see.
We're going to be surprised.
They're a secret, aren't they?
The one next week, I highly doubt I'm going to like it.
No, we're going to like it.
This one I was open-minded about. I was like, yeah, I think I will like this one.
I was pretty open-minded.
Because like I said in the last episode, I was like, oh, I think Little Nicky's supposed to be good. You doubted. You're like, no.
I mean, I thought there was there's no way it's going to be like a great movie or anything.
It was, though.
But it was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, so the God thing, I kind of wanted to see I
actually think Dogma is a bit more biblically accurate.
Oh yeah.
Than
well, because the thing is,
and it's funny. some kind of similar. It's like in Dogma, it has like the two angels coming to Earth causing a ruckus, and then in Little Nicky, it's like the two demons. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. They are very similar.
They should do a crossover movie.
It's very similar, yeah.
But I was gonna say, the thing is, of course, Evan, Kevin Smith famously raised, Christian.
Yeah, he was.
He's a pretty devout
Catholic.
I think he still is.
He's raised Catholic.
Is he atheist now, or?
I have no idea.
I think he might still be Christian. But either way, raised Christian, made a more accurate Christian movie. Adam Sandler,
Catholic.
Fucking
raised
Jewish.
Catholic.
Sure. But Adam Sandler's,
I just think that's important because that's kind of part of the religion thing in Dogma. It's like rooting Catholicism.
The point, Evan.
No, I'm just saying.
Is that Adam Sandler is Jewish.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to make a funny movie about a demon. But I think Kevin Smith actually cared a little bit about trying to convey a message.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that they're very similar in some aspects.
They are very
of the
similar,
plot, yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, was it in Dogma Ben Affleck and Matt Damon get bored as the angels or something?
They want to overthrow God.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been a long time.
I haven't seen Dogma in a while either, yeah, but it was something like that.
I remember I did enjoy that one, though. That's probably my favorite Kevin Smith movie, to be honest.
I would not agree, personally, but...
What is your favorite Kevin Smith movie? Clerks 2?
Clerks 2, no, not Clerks 2. Either Clerks or Chasing Amy. I like both those.
Okay.
Probably Clerks, but I also really like Chasing Amy.
Don't you like Clerks 2?
Yeah, I do like Clerks 2, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, okay. You and Evan were... Not you, Evan. You and Joey were talking very highly of it the other night.
Oh, it is a good movie, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta watch it.
But I never said I liked it more than Clerks Part 1, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, back to our feature presentation.
Yeah.
Little Nicky. But I did think it was kind of a missed opportunity. I would have liked to see God, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I would have liked to see, who would he have cast?
The only reason I'm glad they didn't, because, I feel like it would make, of course, in Dogma, you had Alanis Morissette be fucking... You know what I mean? I feel like it would come off, even more like it's trying to, bite Dogma. Not saying that was what was happening necessarily, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, you get something kind of similar, though, with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
The
Ozzy thing, I have a theory about that.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it now, or should we wait?
Did you want to finish your point before that, or...
What were we talking about?
God, missed opportunity. Dogma.
Oh, no, I just think it would have been cool to see, a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
Or, see what joke they could have done.
But we got Ozzy, so...
Yeah, the Ozzy one was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. So. Well, I guess I'll just, get into it. So there's at one point towards the ending, Evan, as you know, one of the brothers turns into a bat and flies away.
Yeah.
And then there was a sacred, beautiful orb given to Nicky by his mother, the angel. And she says, "Use this when you need it." And he doesn't know what it is, but when
she says it was given to her by God.
Given to her by God,
precisely. To Little Nicky.
So he realizes, his brother escaped. He's gonna get away and continue to be evil. So he throws the beautiful angelic orb on the ground, and then who emerges but Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah.
And grabs his flying bat form brother and bites his head off in classic Ozzy Osbourne fashion. If you don't know, kids at home, Ozzy Osbourne once bit a live bat's head off famously on stage.
He did.
So that's a bit of a reference.
It is.
And I liked Ozzy's outfit. It was one of his typical outfits in all white.
It's like the Big Daddy all white suit.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Badass. Bonnie? A more expensive Barney.
Yeah, Barney. Oh.
Well, that's how the kid says it.
Yeah.
Barney.
Yeah.
I like that. But anyways, my theory is that whatever he would have done, whatever he would have needed in that moment, the orb would have made for him.
Yeah, that's possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe God's just so all-knowing that he knew 100 years in the past, or whatever, however old Nicky is, that he knew back in the past that far that this is the outcome and that he would need Ozzy to bite the bat's head off.
What I liked about that joke was that it implied that Ozzy is not one of the devil, but of God.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that too.
So, you know what, Little Nicky? Get those Aussie posters out of your room in hell and take them up to your room in heaven. That's what you should do.
Take them into your room on Earth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you will. But that's a spoiler.
Is it?
So we'll get to that later. Right?
Yo, we already pretty much... We've like, been all over the movie, so it don't matter.
No, it's a spoiler.
Oh, it's a spoiler. Watch the fucking movie.
Yeah, watch it. It's a great movie. It's on Netflix. I know you got Netflix.
Yeah, I know you got Netflix.
Yeah.
You fucking
You
idiot.
dumb fuck.
And watch Hubie Halloween while you're at it.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it?
No.
Not me either. I'll watch it for Halloween this year.
You know what's funny? We have enough Adam Sandler Halloween themed movies to get through an entire another month in October.
Oh.
Sandtober.
Yeah, we have 3 Hotel Transylvania movies.
And Hubie.
So
That's
a whole month for October.
And like, what is it called? Murder Mystery? We could do that.
No, we're doing all 3 Hotel Transylvania.
Sounds good.
And Hubie Halloween.
There's 4 of, actually.
Is there 4?
I think there's 4 Hotel Transylvanias.
And are they making a Netflix show too?
Probably.
Hubie Halloween. Hotel Transylvania.
Can't wait. Get ready for 8 straight weeks of Sandler.
I saw this tweet. It was like it was like the TikTok of like the chick doing like a bunch of weird motions like with her body. It kind of looked like she was fucking.
I know what you're talking about.
And then the tweet said, "This is how the dad from Hotel Transylvania has sex." And then somebody like quote tweeted and said, "Do you mean Dracula? Do you not know Dracula?" Like she called the dad from Hotel Transylvania.
But I think I actually gave that a great amount of thought, Evan.
Oh, okay.
I want you to know this. But yeah, it's a very silly TikTok type like dance humping motion.
Yeah.
In like that kind of stilted like animation
Yeah.
looking style. I think the reason they said it like that is because if you say this is how Dracula fucks, like half the people that saw it would be like, "What are you fucking talking
Well, you
about?"
could have said Dracula from Hotel Transylvania.
But then it's like redundant, and it's like you don't think we know Dracula's in Hotel Transylvania. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Well, you know what? I prefer the tweet making fun of him and calling him an idiot. So for that reason,
I prefer the original tweet.
Oh, well, the dad from Hotel Transylvania. That's so weird. Like the dad from Hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's Dracula.
It's like saying like, that's like the vigilante from Justice League. What the fuck are you talking about? I know what you mean.
There's probably more than one dad in Hotel Transylvania. I've never seen it, so yeah.
But he's like the dad. He's the main.
He's the dad.
Yeah, it's correct. That's apt. He's the main character.
He's a dad.
Yeah, but he's the main dad.
Doesn't the ginger dude? He becomes a dad. He fucks the daughter, and they have a baby. So he's a dad.
Anyways. One last thing about Hotel Transylvania though. Mm-hmm. They did replace Adam in the last movie, which is
yeah, I heard.
Well, so we couldn't do that one, could we?
No.
So we'd have to do Hubie.
So you saw it right. 3 Hotel Transylvanias and Hubie Halloween.
We'd have to do Hubie.
You could throw this one in for Halloween too, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we already did it, so.
No, I just mean like in general, like this could be like a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a decent little Halloween movie, I guess. You know.
Because I literally shit my pants watching it, so.
Can I go on a cringe rant for like 1 moment?
Okay.
I'm so sick of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't want to hear it. I love that movie.
I'm like, not the movie, but just like the merch.
Yeah, I agree with that because like just Hot Topic bullshit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But it's a great movie though, so.
Like I saw, okay.
For that reason, I don't give a shit.
So I had a beautiful day with my mother yesterday, right? Where she took me out, she bought me some stuff. Very nice, thank you, Mom. And other than that, you know, we had a good day in general. You know,
No, it was only good because you bought your stuff.
Well, I'm just saying it was
Besides
also
that, it's like,
in
well,
general
why
a
would
good
you want
day.
to hang out with your mother?
But that's very rude and mean.
No, I didn't mean you. I just mean in general. Like, who would want to hang out?
Well,
with
I
your
love my
mother?
mommy, and anyways, so we were at the mall, and I swear. Well, I say that to preface all the fact that we were at the mall because we were, you know, we were on a little shopping day,
Yeah.
and there were so many goth kids. There were more goth kids than like when we were kids or when like my cousin was a kid, when she's like 7 years older than us. And it was pretty nuts. And I saw yesterday alone. It is September. I saw so many Night Before Christmas shirts.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Danny Elfman.
Makes bread.
He's making bread.
Yeah.
I hope like he can a little part of that cheese.
He must be.
Hopefully.
I mean, he's the voice of Jack singing as well.
He is the voice of Jack singing, correct?
Yeah. So, Hopefully him and Tim Pool or whatever the fucking director's name is.
Tim Pool
gets a lot of money.
You know what his name is, Tim Pool.
What?
Tim Pool.
Yeah. What's the director's name?
Oh wait, well, I guess Tim Burton didn't actually direct it, so.
No, he didn't.
No,
That's
I thought you were like referencing fucking Tim Burton.
No, I just.
That's why I was like, what?
No, I can't remember the real guy's name.
Oh, okay. It's I forgot his name. The guy who directed Coraline.
Yeah, he's a good guy,
Yeah,
but sadly he has a very forgettable name.
I forgot. It's Henry something.
Harry.
Start with an H.
I think it's Harry. I don't know. Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, Harry and the Hendersons. Let's see. No, but I thought you were talking about
Tim Burton.
Yeah, I was like, you know his name. You know his name. It's Henry Selick.
Henry Selick. Is that really it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was like a famous guy. I thought that was like an actor.
He is a famous guy.
No, like an actor.
You're talking about Tom Selleck.
I was thinking of Tom Selleck. Okay. Anyways, I'm tired of that. So stop buying it.
Yeah, start buying Little Nicky merch.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
If I had the Goth GF, I would definitely buy her a Little Nicky shirt.
Well, would she like it though?
Yeah. Because I'd show her and she'd be like, wow, this is great.
No, they don't understand that. Those goth kids are too fucking small-minded to enjoy a movie like this.
Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We'll bring Little Nicky. With this episode, we'll bring Little Nicky to the world.
Yeah.
And we'll truly find out. But yeah, so I'm kind of a cringe hipster, and I'm tired of that, so.
No, I agree. Yeah. I don't like the commodification of The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't like the commercialization of it.
Yeah, me either.
So
it's in the running for one of the most like commercialized movies ever made.
Probably.
Definitely. Especially like consistently.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like one push where there's like frozen merch in stores for 3 years. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, actually, I don't agree with that because I don't think there's no way it makes that much money in merch as like Avengers, Star Wars, shit like that. There's no way.
But if you take it as like one movie.
I guess, but...
Yeah. One movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably something else.
No, I'm a genius. Anyways. Nightmare Before Christmas merch, I give 1 out of 10 stars.
I would wear a Jack Skellington shirt.
I wouldn't.
I think I used to have one a long time ago when I was a small child.
I mean, it's a great movie.
I have the 2 figures on my wall.
They're cool.
Of
You had the costume, no less.
Yeah, I dressed as the mayor.
For Halloween, one year you were
the mayor,
which was a nutty costume.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
So yeah, put some respect on it.
No, I respect it, but it's just
Even though I just said fuck the commercialization and the commodification of it, but still a good movie.
Great movie actually.
It is great. Remember when we saw it in theaters?
Yes, of course. And I had a beautiful girlfriend at the time.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I guess.
Well, she fell asleep. Anyways, what else do we have in Little Nicky?
You know what else I liked? So, because we were talking about his powers a little bit. I liked it when he fucking dunked the basketball when he was at the Harlem Globetrotters game.
Yeah, so stupid.
It was funny when the Harlem Globetrotters game becomes like complete chaos. Because of course, if you don't know, like the Harlem Globetrotters, they're not like a real fucking team. It's like a show.
Yeah. It's it's like a novelty basketball game show where it's supposed to be like, oh, they're doing these like wacky zany tricks to win. Yeah. That's the gimmick, yeah.
And of course they take it over, the 2 sons of the devil. Or was it just one of them, I guess? Yeah,
it was just one, yeah.
Yeah, it was Cassius.
That's when he captures the first one.
And he possessed Dana Carvey as the referee.
Yes, he does.
So Dana Carvey's reappeared on RNS Podcast.
Another Dana Carvey appearance.
Yeah, I like this scene though. Because they're like, I like how the mom's just like, because it becomes complete chaos, and the mom's like, "This is all part of the show." Because I mentioned like it's just like BS, Harlem Globetrotter stuff. And then of course they have somebody like shoot the ball in or whatever, and it's Nicky. Nicky does it, and he uses his evil powers to fucking slam dunk the ball into the basket.
Yeah, he uses his Satan powers to dunk savage.
Well, first he blows the ball up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was funny because the ref was like, I don't know what that was, but just like don't do that
Yeah.
again.
I was wondering when that happened. I was like, what would their reaction be? They're just like, oh yeah, whatever. They just gave him another ball.
And it's another reference of Adam Sandler loves basketball.
He does, doesn't he?
He really does. Yeah. He has a whole basketball movie. Crazy Nights is kind of a basketball movie.
He wears big basketball shorts.
I think he plays basketball movies in Mr. D. Or basketball movies. He plays basketball in like Mr. D's.
And there's that new movie, Hustle.
Hustle, basketball, Uncut Gems, basketball.
Yeah. So there you go. He's a
big
fan.
basketball guy. One part I really liked. You were talking about when the ref like blocks the shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a funny visual seeing like a fan. Like, I mean, we know it's Little Nicky's the demon.
Yeah,
but basically the setup is like a basketball fan gets to do like the half court shot for like a prize, and then the ref like blocking it. Like that visual was just funny.
It's just fucking Dana Carvey.
It was just a funny visual. And yeah, the running joke of like cutting back to that family was pretty funny.
Yeah,
she's like, "It's part of the show. It's so good." And it was.
It was.
That was me as the audience during this entire movie.
Yeah, I was like, it's part of the show.
Yeah, I clapped and I laughed. Oh, yeah.
And that's when he captures him. I forgot, what exactly
I know what
did
he
he do
does.
to capture him?
Because he's like, "Oh, don't touch my flask. Like, that's Dad's special power juice."
Oh, yeah, that was it.
And he's like, "Give me that."
That's how he says that's how he slammed the ball.
Oh, yeah,
he said that.
Yeah, he says, like, "How did you dunk like that?"
Yeah.
Because it's kind of clever.
Yeah.
Because, because this is, Nicky's first time, like, using his powers.
Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the smartest things he does in the movie.
It's pretty clever writing.
Yeah.
And also, like, the character Nicky is pretty clever. He's like, "How did you do that?"
Yeah.
Now, that was a pretty clever little moment. And, the thing was, like, when the dad first says, like, "Nicky, you have to take this flask and get your brothers to drink in it to trap them in." And I was like, how the fuck is he gonna do that? Like, that's such a weird conceit.
Yeah.
Like, obviously they will never, like, do that. Like, that's so, like, what the fuck? But, they get around it okay.
Yeah.
And I really liked at the end how it doesn't work for the second brother. And he has to, like,
He almost drinks it.
Not really.
He's about to when he's with the two metalheads.
But he knew what was going on.
Oh, no, he was about to drink it, and then he sees one of them sweating. Like, they're nervous. And that's when he stops.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's good.
Because he was like, "Oh, these are two like Satan worshippers, and they're sharing their drink with me." And he's about to drink it, and he sees one of them is fucking sweating because he's like so nervous, and that's when he stops himself.
Oh, and also it was Nicky.
Yeah.
And that's why he was so high.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was it. It's not because he's nervous. One of them was fucking Little Nicky himself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But why would he be sweating? Wouldn't he be cold?
I don't fucking remember.
But he knew it was Nicky.
Yeah.
But yeah, that basketball scene is epic. I love seeing the Harlem Globetrotters.
Mm-hmm.
Love seeing them in Scooby-Doo, Futurama. Harlem Globetrotters epic. I saw them in person once.
Oh, did you?
Where really the dirty little secret is that they're never like the same people, but that's all right. Making jobs.
Correct.
Different talented basketball stars. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
And it was still an entertaining show.
Yeah.
And then what else do you want to talk about, Evan?
Well, I also like when he flies with Rosanna. Not Rosanna Arquette. It's not Rosanna Arquette. This is Patricia Arquette.
Oh.
Yeah.
That reminded me a lot of
Superman.
Superman. Superman 1.
It reminded me of Aladdin.
Oh, it reminded me of Superman 1. Because have you ever seen that scene? You never seen Superman 1, have you?
No, I didn't see it. Yeah,
Superman colon the movie?
No, I didn't see it.
I'm going to have to make you watch that for RNS sometime. But it reminded me, it was so similar to Superman 1. Especially the physics of it. Because I know it's kind of like Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
But like especially Superman 1 because they're like flying around New York. And the way that he's holding her like doesn't really make sense. But it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't because
they're like arm in arm.
And she's like...
But she should be like falling.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But it makes more sense with this because it's like demon magic.
But yeah, I was going to say he does say like, "Oh, I'll give you..." Like when he grabs her, he says like, "I give you the power," or something like that. He says something like that. So it's like, it makes more
sense here, but in Superman, it's the exact same way.
Yeah.
But they don't explain it.
It's a Kryptonian magic.
Well, they do say that in like the comics sometimes where it's like, oh, you can hold up like a steam train with like one finger because he puts like a Kryptonian force field around it that like holds it up. Whatever. But anyways, it's the same pose where they're like grabbing each other by like the wrists.
Yeah.
And like they're like up by the shoulder like their whole arm and like flying arm in arm like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that classic scene in Superman when she's like, Can you read my mind?
Oh.
It's classic. Classics.
Kenny?
No.
Oh.
But it's like you hear like Lois Lane's thoughts. And
But Little Nicky can read minds.
yeah, he can, Kenny.
Kind of.
He doesn't do it, really.
Can he read minds? Like they talk to each other between their fucking minds. I'm like, can he read a human mind? I don't know. Probably.
I guess that's
I feel like it's implied, but we don't never.
I guess that's something
never
he'd have to like work on more.
Yeah, we never get confirmation.
Because you'd think he could like read the minds of people and see if they're his brother or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's something he just doesn't know how to do yet or something.
Yeah.
We'll see in Little Nicky too.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Whenever that comes out.
It's coming soon, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Netflix exclusive.
Little Nicky 2 comes due.
Comes due.
Comes due.
Yeah. About him. It'll be about him having to come back to hell
Yeah.
to become the king, but he doesn't want it.
It's about him having to become God.
Or that, maybe. Yeah. I don't think it works the same, that process.
I think it does.
For, like, you know, how in hell it's like they had to, like, switch out every so
What
often.
if they have...
I feel like it probably doesn't work the same for heaven.
What if they have the brothers go kill God?
That would be crazy.
And then Little Nicky has to become God.
He becomes God.
Yeah.
What if he actually is God already? And that's why we don't see God.
Well, because the movie, they talk about, like, the balance between good and evil. He's the perfect balance between good and evil.
Yeah, yeah.
So what if, you know, he's, like, he's being, like, primed for that role?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's possible.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. They should make that.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Definitely, probably soon.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking back on that, though, I was like, oh, what a cute moment. But then, what I really thought was funny in that scene was Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
When he says, like, above us, the devil beast, and I smell an evil slut. And then he, like, fucking, like, turns the Little Nicky, like, uses his powers to, like, turn on the fire hydrant. And, like, he shoots at Quentin Tarantino, and he goes, like, flying through the window.
I don't think we mentioned old Quentin.
No, so, because this will be a good time to talk about him. So he's, like, kind of a recurring character throughout the movie. He's a blind preacher with, like, a southern accent. That was kind of...
In New York, just walking around.
That was, like, kind of, like, disturbing. The fact that he was, like, trying to sound like a black preacher from the South. I'm like, Tarantino, you already got enough, like, you know, like, you're already sus enough when it comes to the race stuff. You don't need to be doing that.
You don't need to poke the bear no more.
Yeah.
Like, you probably don't need to be doing that no more.
But yeah, he's like the blind preacher, and he's like constantly like getting hurt throughout the fucking movie.
Yeah,
because he falls in like so he can like, he's blind, but he can like sense fucking demons and shit. I guess.
Yeah.
And the first time he runs away when Nicky and the dog are there, and he like falls into the subway.
It's kind of funny because you can almost imagine like he would be the hero in like a real movie.
Yeah.
Like if Little Nicky was like a drama, then it was called something else. Like in a similar story, like the blind preacher might be like the hero who can like sense demons or something. So I know that was a funny character.
Yeah, but in this he's like a crazy idiot.
But yeah, he's like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that was the funniest part to me when he gets thrown through the window with the fire hydrant with the water blasting.
That was a good one.
And then when you see him again at the end, when they're like, when he's about to kill everyone, the brother, and he's like, we're all about to die, and he has like the neck brace on.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like getting fucked up throughout the movie. So I thought it was funny. I actually thought Tarantino was only going to be in like one scene in the movie. But he's like, you actually see him a few times.
I did spoil that for you.
Yeah.
It's a...
I thought it was a cameo. I guess I guess he wouldn't really call it a cameo.
Yeah.
Because like, he's like a recurring character.
Yeah, he is a recurring character.
Yeah. And that was kind of interesting.
What?
I don't know, just the fact that Quentin Tarantino cast in this.
I don't know why he was in this.
I could say
is he friends with Adam or something?
I could say at the time. So if you don't know, the movie *Inglourious Basterds*, of course, Quentin Tarantino originally wrote the role of the Bear Jew for Adam Sandler.
Did he?
Yeah, the character Eli Roth plays. But Adam Sandler, when they actually eventually got around to making *Inglourious Basterds*, which is actually years after this, Adam turned down the role to go do Funny People with Judd Apatow instead. And And that movie is not great. So he definitely should have done Inglourious
He should have taken
Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds.
But, Adam's loyal to his friends. And, he and Judd go way back. So
He is a loyal man.
Yeah. So he's like, I gotta do that.
He is a loyal man.
But he definitely probably should have done Inglourious Basterds. But that's besides the point. He was writing it for Adam Sandler when Little Nicky was filming. And, of course, during the filming of Little Nicky as well, when Paul Thomas Anderson met Adam Sandler.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, to make Punch Drunk Love.
Huh.
So he met him on the set of Little Nicky, actually.
Well, we're covering, pretty big points in his career.
Yeah.
Big Daddy in this.
And this, of course, was the movie right after Big Daddy.
Yeah.
This was his movie he did right after Big Daddy. So, yeah.
Mm.
Pivotal moment in his career, I guess you could say.
And of his life, no
Yeah,
less.
of his life.
Mm.
Yeah, and there's on the A24 podcast, there's an episode with Paul Thomas Anderson talking to the Safdie brothers. And, of course, they talk about Adam Sandler because,
That's
they
awesome.
both worked with Adam Sandler. And he mentioned that that he had met Adam Sandler on the set of this movie. And he said that when Tarantino saw him there, he kind of like freaked out because he wanted to work with Adam Sandler. So he sees Paul Thomas Anderson there, and he's like, "What are you doing here, man? Are you trying to steal my thunder?" I don't know.
Every great director wanted Adam,
Yeah.
and they still do.
Yeah, they still do.
And they still do.
Yeah, and that's funny because I think Tarantino actually said that he considered Paul Thomas Anderson like his like contemporary rival because they started their careers around like the same time, so he considers him like his competition. So there you go. There's another aspect of that, I guess.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I definitely don't think of them as competitors.
I think Paul Thomas Anderson's a better filmmaker than Tarantino, but I like them both, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But it's not like if there were like if they both came out in the same weekend, I don't think they would eat each other's lunch. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it's possible.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the subject matter or what the movie might actually be, but I don't know. Like, I wouldn't watch a Quentin Tarantino movie and be like, well, it really scratched that itch for me. Like, I don't need to watch, PTA no more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't think it's like because their movies are exactly the same. It's just like they kind of come from like that same scene and they started around the same time. You know what I mean? They're kind of contemporaries.
Yeah, I guess so.
Similar fan base, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's besides the point.
That is
I just
interesting.
went on a little tangent.
That is interesting.
But it all ties to Little Nicky, so it's relevant.
It all weaves into this crazy puzzle called Little Nicky.
It's relevant, of
Does
course.
it not?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What did you think about like the action-esque ending of the movie?
Weird.
It was kind of weird, right? But I liked it.
I liked it.
It reminded me of Tenacious D.
Yeah, it was Tenacious D-esque.
Well, Tenacious D is Little Nicky-esque. Ooh.
Oh, that's fucked up. But yeah, I liked how, he couldn't get him in the bottle. That's like a typical, like, screenwriter thing. Or not even screenwriter, but, like, just, like, writing thing where it's like, oh, yeah, Plan A doesn't work. That happens in, like, every story.
Yeah.
So, I liked the way they handled it. And I liked how there was a fake out, where, Little Nicky, air quotes, comes back out of the bottle. And then it's like, oh, no, it's the brother.
Yeah.
Like, shapeshifted into him.
And then Nicky comes out.
And then Nicky doesn't.
Well, they fight for like the last.
There's a
20
whole lot
minutes.
going
yeah,
on.
because like first they get hit by the train, and then that's when Adam wakes up in fucking Little Nicky. He wakes up in heaven, and the brothers are in hell. And then the brother comes back to Earth, and then Nicky comes from heaven to Earth, and then they start using the good versus the evil powers. All that. It's a crazy ending.
It's a long,
like, final act. It is.
It's weird because it doesn't. I don't feel like this became. I don't know the word. This didn't be like the whole idea of like, oh, we need to have like a big third act.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not really a thing at the time. Like, it wasn't as important, especially with a comedy. Mm-hmm. So it's weird that they decided to go all out like that.
They did, yeah, because this is a short movie. It's only 90 minutes, but like that whole like final battle is like the last 25 minutes.
Oh yeah,
that's like a significant chunk of an hour.
There's a whole lot of twists and turns and like nutty stuff going on.
But I liked it, honestly. Like,
I liked it.
I thought it was
I liked it.
Just how like insane and goofy it was.
Oh yeah, and seeing him go to heaven was cool.
Yeah.
Right before that, right?
Yeah, and that's when we find out there's a heaven and hell mixer. And
well, that was crazy.
She got drunk and fucked the devil.
And they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, but I like his he starts using the power of good.
That was great. Yeah,
he shoots rainbows out of his hands.
Yeah, no, it's so funny because like he's like good.
Yeah,
like what is that? What he says? What does he say?
He's like release the power of good. Something.
Yeah, he's like release good.
And I like the visual gags when they're going like back and forth, him and the brother. It's like, oh, he like turns something into flowers with the power of good, and then he's like summons like a worker to cut.
That was good.
I thought that was really good when it was good visual humor.
That was good.
Yeah, I did like it.
Yeah, because they were going back and forth, good evil. Like
I thought that was
Nicky
really well
brother.
done. Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah,
that was good because it's so hard to like make a magic battle.
Yeah,
and especially in a comedy, I think they did it like pretty, perfect, as good as you could expect, really.
Especially for a comedy.
Yeah, that was great.
Because I feel like they could have like tried to make it like badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they could have tried and make it like badass, but like.
But they made it funny and still kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that. Yeah. It was well done.
Yeah, when he summons like the gardener.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny. But yeah, I love the rainbow effect.
And actually, I like all the costumes and demons also. Like, the ones who are coming to kill Little Nicky and he, like, makes them good. I really like the costumes.
They did look cool.
This movie must have had a pretty big budget for the time, I think it did.
Especially, like I said, the hell design.
Yeah. And all the CGI is, like, decent.
It is. Yeah. It is. When Adam Sandler, like, he does the, what is it, The Exorcist, where he spins the head around?
Yeah.
That's, like, that looked good.
Yeah.
You know? The flying looked pretty good. You know?
Like I said, the hell itself.
Hell itself
like
looked
the
great.
castle, I assume that was like CGI, but yeah, it looked good.
And I can't remember exactly what the demons looked like, but they looked pretty good. The only one that didn't look good was that wolf guy.
Yeah.
He looked terrible, but that's okay.
But I like when he gives them the big thing of Popeyes, the demons, and one that's like, Popeyes is the shiznit. The Popeye chicken is the shiznit.
The only thing that bothered me about the effects, this is probably the most glaring thing. There's one part where he, like, distracts the demons or something by, like, making bunnies. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, Little Nicky.
Yeah, Netflix is just cycling through movies, and it just showed us Little Nicky, big, full on my TV. Slapstick, goofy comedy, more like fucking deep, emotional, fucking...
For real. What does it say about the Gray Man? Explosive, slick, action... I saw this yesterday. It said slick on something. I was like, what does that mean? What does a movie mean for a movie to be slick?
I think it's a visual thing.
I don't know if I would call the Gray Man slick.
I think they would want you to call it that.
Yeah, I agree.
But
yeah.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
And it's their movie, so they can say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Little Nicky, what were we talking about? It was something good. Oh yeah, the one thing that really stood out to me in terms of effects, and it's a comedy, and it's not that big a deal. But Little Nicky summoned some bunnies to like distract the demons, and he's like, oh, pet the demons. Or pet the demons. Like, the demons, oh, pet the bunnies.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, they're happy, pet the bunnies. And then he's like, he summons the Popeyes or whatever, and he's like, oh, eat. And then one of the demons...
he says the power of awesome, and that's when he summons the Popeyes.
But yeah, he's like, he summons the Popeyes, and he's like, oh, eat. And then, like, one of them
starts eating the
One of them starts eating the bunny, and they were real bunnies. And then, like, when he starts to eat it, it's clearly a stuffed animal. Yeah. Like, it's not even, like, they didn't even try for that bunny. That was, like, distracting. I was like, this is like a YouTube sketch. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have tried something there, but that's all right. They should have got, like, a taxidermied bunny or something. I don't know. It just looked, like, so jarring. Especially compared to the rest of the movie. I don't know. Like, pretending a stuffed animal is a real animal is crazy. Especially because the rest of the movie is, like, such a high budget, seemingly. Yeah. So, yeah. The power of awesome. And he summons the Popeyes. That's epic.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah. The power of epic, right?
The power of epic. No, then Mountain Dew would have came.
Oh, yeah. And Doritos. A giant bag of Doritos.
See, yeah, that's something else.
You know, another connection to Big Daddy with this movie is, I feel like they have a similar, well, kind of. I feel like it's actually, like, thematically, it's a lot more clear-cut in Big Daddy. I feel like this movie doesn't really have, like, a clear, like, thematic message, but there is, like, the thing of balance in both of them.
Yeah.
in this it's like, oh, balance of good and evil, and then in Big Daddy it's like, oh, between like cutting loose and being a responsible person.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. Like, we keep talking about this now. It's like, oh, yeah, so many movies to review. It's like, oh, an aspect, a theme of it is like balance. I'm like, damn, I guess that really is a good life lesson.
It's an important theme.
Yeah, with anything, have balance. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
But it's an important, important thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably an important through line in works of fiction.
Yeah.
You know?
But I feel like plot-wise, it's like a good thematic message in it, but like, I feel like to apply to your own life, Little Nicky doesn't really like, oh, be good and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, be
like,
good and evil.
Yeah. Like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like it doesn't really have a clear-cut, like, thing to apply to your own life.
No, there's...
but in a plot way, it works. If that makes sense, yeah.
There's a message it's kind of like the Force or something, where it's like, I don't have the Force.
Yeah.
Like, I can't learn that. It's kind of like...
Yeah.
Like, Nicky definitely kind of grows as a character.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I guess he kind of, like, finds his place, because
he learns who he is.
Because he was, like, an outsider in hell, and then he doesn't really fit in heaven either, I guess, so it's like, oh, well, he's like, oh, with Earth I have friends, and people like him. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's
he's
like...
one of us.
So you're right, that it's like, he had development in that
He finds his place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, you can't...
Yeah, there isn't, like, a clear moral to take home from Little Nicky. Yeah.
Which, as we all know, the greatest movies teach you nothing.
Well, yeah, so... Of course, I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
But, I mean, it is interesting, though, because I didn't really think about it. And it's such a common thing.
Yeah.
So, good for you, Little Nicky. Little Nicky is a subversive film.
Oh, it is.
It kind of goes against the whole, like the screenwriting standards of today.
Yeah. I feel like just in general, I feel like this is a very interesting movie for Adam Sandler to have made.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most of his comedies are usually like he never really like puts on the silly getup like that.
No.
Like, he always kind of looks, for the most part, he always just looks like himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just interesting that after Big Daddy, which was, like, his big breakout movie, this was what he made immediately out. You know what I mean? That's kind of interesting.
I feel like it was kind of like, I think we talked about this last week, but it's kind of like one for me, like one for them, one for me.
Yeah.
Like, well, they'll make a movie to appease the studio and general audiences, and then they'll make whatever they want and go back and forth. Mm-hmm. Nolan's kind of doing that lately.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of that. Like, Big Daddy's like, okay, like, I'm the schlub that, like, with a heart of gold that, like, learns his lesson. And then this is just like, what the fuck? Like,
that's what I mean. Like, he always pretty much, like, plays a schlub. Like, Adam Sandler, that's what he always does.
Yeah, he plays a schlub that gets a hot girl inexplicably and goes on vacation.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But in this, he's the son of the devil.
Oh, yeah. This was... it was like... If I was for some reason forced to watch every Adam Sandler movie, this one would be like a nice little reprieve.
Yeah,
like,
it would.
It'd be a little something different.
Yeah. I really liked it a lot. I like when Adam gets out of his comfort zone, I feel like he usually makes something pretty good.
When he steps out of the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's a problem when he gets comfortable.
Yeah.
When he just wants to go on vacation.
He's a little too comfortable, yes. He is a little too comfortable.
Yeah, but... So, I liked it. Good movie.
I loved it.
Me too. Me too. I did love it.
I give this movie 18 out of 25
Oh,
stars.
nice. I give it an 8 out of 10. I like this movie a lot. And it's funny, the Letterboxd ranking is like pretty low. It's like a 2.3. I was like, damn, I like this movie.
This movie has one of those like nostalgia critic type effects.
Yeah.
Where a nostalgia critic would just pick like a random 10-year-old comedy in like 2010 and be like, oh, this movie sucked.
Yeah.
And, it'd just be material for him to like shittily make fun of. Turns out he was right maybe about some of them, such as Master of Disguise, but...
yeah, that movie did suck. That movie genuinely sucked.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen, for sure. But this one is a good one.
Yeah.
This one is a good one, for sure.
Well, I feel like, also just on that really quick, Adam Sandler can definitely lead a movie much better than Dana Carvey can.
Easily.
Dana Carvey's not really a leading man.
No.
You leave that to Mike, Dana. Sorry.
That movie feels
You were Garth for a reason.
For real. But this movie, like, not this movie. Master of Disguise feels so empty. Like, it just, there's no one, like, towing the line. Like, there's no one that wanted that movie to get made. Like,
yeah.
No one was, like, pulling for that movie. It was like, yeah, like, let's do this today. Like,
yeah, it was like, what I genuinely think, like, Spider-Man 2, when we did the episode on Master of Disguise, it was like, it felt like he saw Austin Powers, and Dana Carvey was like, I want that.
Yeah. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have any extra, like, well, what's an idea that I have that's like that? Like, no, like, he just thought, like, I want that. Like, hey, like, agent, like, give me an Austin Powers. I'll do it. Whatever you got.
Yeah. They being Garth.
But Adam's a huge Giga Chad.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. He's a leading man.
He does carry a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can. Certainly.
And next week, I think we'll be able to test his
leading man skills.
We'll have to test that.
You're definitely correct.
And his leading woman skills.
Can I censor that?
No.
I don't want to. Well, okay. Well, you all know what it is now, but
if you listen to this far, you deserve to know.
You're right.
I think
you
deserve a little
you're
inside scoop. You know.
The next one
No, don't say that.
I'm not saying what it is. I'm saying it's a very controversial.
Okay.
It's a very controversial pick.
I was gonna say if they get it, they get it.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying the name. I'm just saying the next movie is very controversial.
It is, to say the least. To say the least.
So I am excited to watch it. Genuinely, I am.
Me too.
Yeah, because I'm like, how bad can it be?
Pretty bad.
We'll see.
Oh, I want your opinion right now. Okay, do you think it will be better or worse than Master of Disguise?
I think it could be worse. I'm not joking. I think it could be.
I kind of think it'll be better.
I don't know. I can see you're going either way, but I don't know.
Because what we were saying about Adam Sandler is like, I mean, everything he touches certainly does not turn to gold.
It's just I feel like at least at Master of Disguise, they have like the memes, like the turtle shit, like, you know what I mean, like the blatantly stupid stuff. Where I feel like I feel like that movie would just be bad. That movie would just be bad. But I don't know. I'll see. I'm going.
Do you want to watch that one together?
Open mind. Yeah, sure.
Because I feel like it was nice to have you here with me when we did Master of Disguise. It was nice to watch that with someone.
Yeah, I'm going in with an open mind.
Certainly.
Do you want to do some trivia on
Little Nicky? I would love to do some trivia.
Do some trivia on Little Nicky.
I was trying to think of a pun. I can't.
First one is Adam Sandler's real-life dog, named Meatball, is the son of the dog that played Mr. Beefy in this movie. Meatball was Adam Sandler's best man at his wedding.
That stung for someone.
It stung for Rob Schneider. Remember when we were doing it's the trivia for Big Daddy and said Rob Schneider was Adam Sandler's real-life best friend.
I can see picking your dog over Rob.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So. But what about like that other guy? Well, he has a ton of friends, you know. But there's one, like, the white guy, he's kind of like... He's like Owen Wilson, but, like, smaller.
Owen Wilson, but smaller? Who are you talking about?
David Spade.
Oh, David Spade. Oh, I hate David Spade. Yeah. He's so shitty.
He's better than Rob.
Yeah, he's better than Rob.
He is better than Rob.
Not a hard bar to be.
Oh, no. No, not really.
I knew she looked familiar. Adam Sandler's wife, Jackie, plays the redheaded Angel Jenna.
Well, how about that? Glad to see you.
I knew she looked familiar. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Carl Weathers. Oh, yeah, I did recognize Carl Weathers. But I did not know this. Carl Weathers reprised his role of Chubbs from Happy Gilmore, though he's not credited for the role a second time.
Where does he show up?
He comes at the end with all the angels in Carl Weathers. And they're, like, doing the class with him.
The class?
Yeah, they're like dancing or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's like the Zumba.
Yeah.
Like angel instructor. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
When John Lovitz, of course, he's at the beginning of the movie. We didn't mention that. Actually, really, can I just talk about the intro of this movie really quick? I thought that was like a really good way to like get into the movie, like just showing this like pervy guy.
Oh, that was great. Hell. Yes, it took me a minute to remember, but yes, that was great. I loved how sanitized it was. I don't know how to say it, but the fact that this dude was in a suit, sitting on the tree on a picnic blanket with a picnic basket with a wine glass with wine in it, and he's like peeping on this mom.
Yeah.
And then like the son walks into the mom's room while she's trying to get changed, and he calls and he's like, "Hey, get out! I'm trying to watch your mom." And also, right after that happened, and I did love the part where he gets sent to hell.
Yeah.
Like, that looks so cool with the tunnel. It was really funny, too. But the fact that that kid has to grapple with the fact that he murdered somebody.
Yeah, he shot the fucking...
He murdered that.
He shot the slingshot at him. It's for his mom. He probably loved it. He was like, it's for your mom.
He probably thought there was no way he would kill him, too. He probably didn't consider that, but that's nuts. Like, that's the first thing I thought after I was like, he killed that guy. That's fucking crazy.
Well, that kid will go to heaven.
Will he?
Yeah, he will.
I don't know.
He was a good little boy.
I guess I don't know God's rules, but you know, this seems like a loving God and a good universe and like a just devil. I don't think I don't think this devil would take that child to hell. So, but anyways, what was
I just brought it up because the trivia mentioned John Lovitz, and that was John Lovitz at the beginning.
Right.
That guy.
And I liked. It was pretty funny when he was like, "I deserve this. I deserve this." That was pretty funny.
When John Lovitz was on the celebrity edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in 1999, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in 1999 and 2000, okay, whatever, he promoted this movie and mentioned some of his co-stars. Interestingly, host Regis Philbin, oh yeah, Regis is in the movie.
Oh yeah!
That's by the fucking, by one of the brothers.
That was... Wait,
he says that he murdered somebody on TV, and the lady's like, "What happened to you, Regis?"
That was really funny.
Yeah, it was.
I knew there was a Regis thing.
Yeah. Interestingly, host Regis Philbin has an uncredited cameo as himself, but never mentioned to John Lovitz or the audience that he's in the same movie. He wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah, a surprise.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Regis Philbin.
Yeah. God rest Regis Philbin's soul. Dana Carvey, the referee, of course, as we mentioned. Jesus Christ. Dana Carvey broke his ankle while filming the Harlem Globetrotter basketball game scene and ended up on crutches.
That's messed up.
Poor guy. The next one we can skip because we mentioned that already. This is the fourth Adam Sandler movie to have a love interest with the initials VV, with Patricia Arquette as Valerie Varan. The first with Billy Madison, Veronica Vaughn. The second with Happy Gilmore, Virginia Bennett, and the third one, The Waterboy, with Vicky Valancourt. He should play Batman and get Vicky Vale.
Oh!
Maybe, right?
Adam Sandler's Batman would be fucking genius. I'd love that.
Harvey Keitel replaced Dustin Hoffman in the role of Satan. Well, there you go.
Cool.
I actually kind of wondered, I wonder if Harvey Keitel at all had something to do with Tarantino being in it. Because, of course, they have worked together.
Inglourious Basterds he was in, too, right?
No.
That was after, though.
No, Harvey Keitel.
Who's Harvey Keitel?
He's the wolf in Pulp Fiction, and he's Mr. White in...
right. That's what,
in Reservoir Dogs. At around 9 minutes, Adrian's line, "Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven," is taken from John Milton's epic literary work, Paradise Lost. There you go. For all you literary freaks out there.
For all you book nuts out there.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of you listening to RNS Podcast.
Well, there was something interesting I wanted to mention. There was a cameo of someone in hell or something.
The football player? You mentioned that?
Nah, that was funny though, but no.
Who?
Oh, I'm blanking. I don't know.
There's a lot of cameos.
Maybe it'll be in the trivia.
Yeah. During the closing credits, flashes of the character's whereabouts are explained. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
No, this is interesting as well.
When they explain Nicky's mom, Reese Witherspoon, a picture of her. Wait, when they explain Nicky's mom, okay, a picture still of her is shown saying, "Mom immediately fell in love with her new aerobics instructor, Chris Farley."
That was it.
Giving That's
what I wanted to mention.
I was actually wondering that when I saw it. I was like, did Chris Farley already die?
Yep.
But he did. Giving tribute to Chris Farley, who died 3 years before the film in 1997. So that confirms Chris Farley went to heaven.
I thought that was a cute moment.
It was.
That was a very cute moment.
The aerobics reference is referencing a classic skit on SNL that will always be hilariously remembered. They kind of injected their opinion on that trivia.
Yeah, they kind of bear down on that, but that's okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like Chris Farley is beloved and the most loved comedic actor of all time. It's like, if that's what you think.
Adam,
okay.
Adam and the rest of the SNL gang were great friends with Farley. Of course we know that.
Well, God rest his soul.
Yeah, rest his soul.
Adam Sandler has a great song about Farley, too. A tribute song.
I should listen to it.
It's very cute.
Patricia Arquette, I keep saying Patricia Arquette didn't have to audition for the role of Valor. Well, why would she have to? She's Patricia Arquette, right? Oh, there you go. Adam Sandler expressed in one of his songs that this movie was his father's favorite film featuring Adam.
I want to hear how that plays out. How did that play out in the song that he was able to convey that? I want to hear that. But
my dad loved Little
My
Nicky.
dad loved Little Nicky. Yeah, that's probably how it went.
Marilyn Manson, known for his devilish imagery, was originally going to have a role in the movie, but he later had to bow out due to his conflicting schedules. I'm sorry, when I'm reading, I turn into Little Nicky. Do you wish Marilyn Manson was in this?
Sure.
I don't.
Why, is he racist or something?
No.
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
Why not?
Like, his music sucks, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a question. That's not what I was talking about.
But I guess it would have been fine if he was in it. Be like, oh, Marilyn Manson.
He's funny in Clone High. He's in Clone High.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Clone High's pretty good.
I never watched it. I gotta see it. I thought that part was funny. Though John and Peter poke fun at Todd for liking Chicago, many hard rock and heavy metal guitar players like Slash from Guns N' Roses have cited the band as being an influence on how they learned to play guitar. And Jason Newsted, formerly of Metallica, said he learned how to play bass by listening to Chicago's hit 25 or 6 to 4 over and over again. I thought it was funny when they were like playing the typical like metal records backwards. You didn't hear anything, and then they turn on the Chicago record, and that had like the satanic message.
I actually did want to mention that joke too. That's a good joke.
I like that. I said this at the beginning, but yeah, Reese Witherspoon, who played Nicky's mother, is 9.5 years younger than Sandler in real life. I didn't actually know how much younger she was. I said 10, but 9.5.
Good guess.
So I was almost on the money. Jesus Christ.
You want me to? Can I read it?
Yeah.
This was Dana Carvey's first substantial role in a film for a considerable while. He is only credited as the referee, but he has an extended cameo.
I just thought it was funny because we were kind of roasting Dana Carvey. He thought he could have a comeback with Master of Disguise, but
no. They said sit back down.
Yeah, and then he had to sit back down.
Oh man, that's sad.
Yeah, you don't really see Dana Carvey and shit.
Nah, man. The last time I heard of him was like Joe Rogan was like, "Oh yeah, Dana Carvey was there too."
Did he really?
But
say
it
that?
was not a story about him, and it like no one cared. Like,
that's sad. You know what's sad? Because like I rewatched Wayne's World recently, and I actually think Garth is like the best part of the movie. So that's sad.
I have not seen Wayne's World.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Good movie.
I mean, it's one of those movies that was on in the background when I was a kid, but I never really.
I like it. It's a good movie.
I always thought it just looked like Bill and Ted.
It's similar.
And I was like,
yeah,
I don't know.
it's similar.
I like Bill and Ted.
But... At around 50 minutes, when Nicky is talking with the Asian people on the street, you can see in the background Tom's Restaurant, which stood in for Monk's Diner on Seinfeld.
Cool.
I don't know shit about Seinfeld, so...
No, fuck Seinfeld.
I actually was curious about this, so there you go. This gives me a bit more context. The name Nicky comes from Old Nick, which is one of the many names for the devil. I was actually wondering, like, why was Nicky chosen? So,
yeah, there's we're not at a loss for names for the devil, so there's a whole lot of them. Old Scratch, you know?
Old Scratch.
Old Scratch.
Yeah.
Other examples.
Britney Spears was considered for the role of Holly.
Who's Holly?
Reese Witherspoon.
The love interest.
Yeah.
I thought the love
no,
interest.
not the love interest. Reese Witherspoon's the mother.
The mom.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Britney Spears would be weird.
That would have been. Yeah. I would have fucked with it.
I feel like Reese Witherspoon is like a perfect choice.
I would have fucked with it.
You want some beautiful angelic actress. Britney Spears would not have aged well.
Well, you mean like just because of all the shit with Britney Spears now?
Kinda. I don't know. I feel like Reese Witherspoon still has like a squeaky clean image.
Yeah. Well, you can't shit on Britney.
And Britney, but
she's had her own share of trouble.
Even back then, like at this time, she wasn't like, she didn't seem like an angel. Like, she wasn't angelic.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like she wouldn't have fit very well.
With that being said, I do think Reese Witherspoon with the better choice. But I would have fucked with it because, I fuck with you, Brittany.
I fuck with Brittany. Ain't nothing wrong with posting your titties on Instagram.
No. Yeah,
you can go ahead and do that. Nothing wrong with that.
You can do that. Skip through a little bit.
Well, can I read this one?
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler played Satan in Dirty Work.
I don't know what that is.
I've heard of Dirty Work several times. Norm Macdonald is in it.
Oh.
What's his name? Bob Saget is in it. I think various other comedians are in it. I did not know that Satan was in it, and I didn't know that Satan was played by Adam Sandler. So I've been meaning to watch it, but I
feel
hear
like it's probably like a really small role.
I hear it's not very good, the movie. But I mean, Norm is in it, so
I'll have to check it out. A
lot of cool people worked on it. So
until the release of Punch Drunk Love, this was the one Adam Sandler movie that received the highest star rating from film critic Roger Ebert. So you know what? Suck it, you Letterboxd users. Because Roger Ebert also liked it.
Yeah, fuck you. Maybe learn something.
Yeah. He awarded it 2.5 stars out of 4, while he awarded all previous Adam Sandler films either 1 or 1.5 for recommendation. Punch Drunk Love was the first Sandler film Ebert actually recommended. So, he didn't recommend Little Nicky either. Well, you know what? Screw you, Roger Ebert. I know your dad.
He kind of didn't. I mean, it's like a shame. Like, it's a tragedy he died or whatever, but he kind of didn't know anything.
No, he didn't.
It's kind of cringe that he kind of he spent his whole life watching movies and he didn't even realize what a good movie was.
Yeah.
That's kind of cringe.
That is sad.
Now, respect to Ebert.
This one is kind of weird. Sandler named Valerie after his sister who has the same first name. You named the love interest after your sister.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't. I think your sister might have appreciated having a cameo or maybe I don't know. Maybe he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I don't
know. That one. Yeah. Who cares about that? Nicky's name is used 62 times throughout the film.
Thank God.
I do say his name a lot. Rob Schneider, he does have a cameo in it. Rob Schneider, yeah. I didn't know he was reprising somebody else he already played, but Rob Schneider reprises his role in his famous line at the townie from The Waterboy, shouting, "You can do it."
You can do it. Yeah, that's I knew that was from something, like some Rob Schneider character. From some Adam Sandler movie. I didn't know it was Waterboy. Yeah. I never liked Waterboy very much.
I thought, but speaking of that Rob Schneider cameo, I thought in that moment when they're like, "Nicky, you had to do something evil so you can die and go to hell," and that's when he puts bees on Henry Winkler. Mm-hmm. I thought in that moment he was gonna do something evil to Rob Schneider because he was right there. He was right in that moment.
I wish.
Yeah, that would have been funnier.
That would have been way funnier.
Yeah, but he did not. Alas, he did not.
Yeah, I didn't like the Henry Winkler thing.
Yeah, that's not that funny.
Yeah,
but it was kind of funny, but I didn't care that much.
Yeah, I just wanted to see seeing him kill Rob Schneider would have been funnier.
Yeah, I agree. So there you go. There's a Little Nicky trivia.
Yeah,
and please watch this movie if you haven't seen it. I feel like looking back on Adam Sandler's filmography, I don't think there's one many people talk about in retrospect.
No.
Yeah, right. No.
But it's a good one.
Yeah, it is good. I liked it quite a bit.
It's a good one, and
I loved it. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it, something like that.
I liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought it was really good. The whole time I had a good time watching it.
I'd probably give it closer to a 7, yeah. But I'd give it 2 stars. 2 out of 3 stars.
Nice.
It's super close, edging to 3.
Nice.
It wants to edge to 3, but it doesn't quite get there.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite get there, but it's still good. It's still a very entertaining movie, and they don't make comedies no more. Not even they don't make comedies like they used to. Comedies don't come out.
Yeah, they don't.
So,
and because we were talking about this the other night, it's because they made everything else a fucking comedy.
Any mainstream movie is already a comedy.
Yeah.
Because of Marvel, basically.
Yeah,
so yeah, if you want to watch a straight up comedy, you could do worse than Little Nicky. You could check out Netflix.
It kind of the last comedy forgot with when Seth Rogen and them were still making the comedy together.
Yeah, and that was probably 6 years ago.
I guess that's
the last time there were consistent comedies coming out.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, one of the last, like, straight-up comedies I saw in theaters I knew was that one he did with Charlize Theron, The Long Shot, remember?
Deadass, that might be the last comedy I saw in theaters.
Yeah. It was either like that or, like, The Good Boys was, like, the last one. I forgot which one came out first.
I think
it was around the same time, yeah. But, yeah.
Huh. So, yeah, if you're hurting for a comedy, Little Nicky, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Please.
Save it for the Halloween season, perhaps. Watch it with your loved ones.
You know what's funny? I feel like comedies, they still come out, but a lot of times they're like streaming movies now. Like Adam Sandler's movies, they don't come to... He does the movies for Netflix.
I watched that one movie,
Kevin Hart just did a movie for Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just clicked in my head. They come out, but they don't come out in theaters. They're usually
streaming movies. Yeah, because, like, what's
now.
that? Jumanji? I remember Jumanji 2. I guess Jumanji, those are comedies.
But it's like action adventure.
Like
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
like that one that just came out with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. It was on a Netflix.
Straight to
movie.
Netflix, right? Yeah, man.
And then, like I said, all of Adam Sandler's movies now are just Netflix movies. So
it's weird.
Yeah. So I guess they still make them, but they don't come out to theaters.
Yeah, I guess those are kind of the kind of movies that you don't mind watching on DVD, or at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are the kind of movies too that blow up on DVD.
Yeah.
Or they used to.
That's true. So there's some logic behind it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I still would. I enjoy going to watch a comedy in theaters.
Me too. I mean, we saw Jackass. That's not really a comedy.
Yeah.
Kinda, but it's not a comedy movie.
It definitely suits itself for
movie.
a theater more than exactly.
It's a comedic stunt movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say and people are more willing to like, let's go out to the theater.
Yeah.
And go see that. But I feel like most people are like, there's like a Melissa McCarthy movie, like I'll see that on Netflix.
Yeah,
or whatever. Like,
exactly.
Damn, that is crazy.
It is. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of Little Nicky RNS Podcast, everybody.
Thank you for listening, and we appreciate we got some good views on Big Daddy.
We did.
So, Sandler-Tember is a success so far. If you enjoyed this episode, you listen all the way through. That is amazing, and we appreciate it.
And if you haven't liked yet, you listen all the way. What are you doing?
Yeah, if you're still sitting here, you got like what they say, idle hands are Little Nicky's playthings.
Yeah.
So you better leave a little like down there.
Exactly.
And we appreciate you listening all the way through. Though that's very touching to us that you actually wanted to hear us out on this beautiful film and all our tangentially related thoughts. Big love to Adam Sandler. Big love to Rob Schneider.
No.
Big love to Netflix. And we'll see you next week for another great film.
Another great Adam Sandler film.
Another great Adam Sandler film.
We'll see you then. Thank you, everybody.